because you have overcome all of these challenges, I don't think it might have been easy job. So my next question is, what have you learned along the journey in this, again, when you're overcoming these challenges or in program management while you're managing your successful programs? What have you learned along the journey, and what would you like to give it say to the audience so that they can learn or they can again learn from the experts, right?
Absolutely. And that's very important, right? Lessons learned in a program or project management arena. That will add value in your future programs or projects, right? So if I'm picking again top three, I mean the first one would be again for each program. So you need to have clear breakdown of tasks and milestones. Again, creating MS project or any tools which you use doesn't matter. Define it clearly and create a separate project plan for each projects. Then you will have a master project plan which manages your program. So that way you will see a clear all your plans at one place. So you know.
Okay, so you have your project plans and then you have your master program plan. So you know
Yes.
exactly overall what the program progress is. That's a good one. Okay.
Absolutely. So that will help you to see every milestones and plans in your in one place. So that's very important. Again, when I managed in initial days, that was one of the lessons I have learned. Without a clear visibility, you will be doing reactive management rather than proactive, right? That was challenging. Yeah. Another point is again communication. You need to have clear top-down or bottom-up approach with clear milestone dates. So everyone across the project team should know what are the milestone dates and what are the tasks they need to accomplish clearly. So that was very important lesson. Again, you need to clearly follow clear milestone dates and tasks. So
where do you feel, so from a communication,
yeah,
is it which was difficult for you? Is either top to bottom or bottom to top? Because you got your own things, right? You're in the middle.
yeah,
Right?
exactly.
So you're going to send your information downwards, right? And then you have to say again, provide that information above in a different way, because what the teams you're working with will have a different understanding because they're going to more of a project detail and everything. And when you give your updates to when you communicate your senior stakeholders again. So what was your which was easy one for you?
I wouldn't say easy, but I would recommend top-down approach, because you know what is expected from the senior management, and you need to break down and pass it across your teams. Depends on the severity and content, right? So that's approach which I feel successful in my programs.
Yeah. Okay.
So bottom up will work in say areas like product development. So if it is a product development company or organization, that may be one of the approach, but my recommendation would be top down.
Because again, that it comes from vision. So if everyone is brought into the vision,
Yeah.
and if everyone understands the roadmap, if it's clear enough, then they get buy into, and then from then on, the journey at least it'll be okay. It'll be sort of smooth. The projects and programs can never be smooth, but again, it can be at least smoother to be able to go on. Okay, thank you.
Absolutely. So the last one in that list would be ability to react quickly, right? So you will have several situations in terms of risk or issues. Again, manage the risks and issues, and if you need to reschedule the projects, do that and re-baseline your projects so that you will know when and what the issues are coming up and you're managing it. So that's the top three, I would say.
Thank you, Saj. I think the last one is going to be very interesting, right? So you're going to if you're going to react quickly. So again, because you being working with your either your portfolio manager or a program director, because you know exactly what's happening. But again, so you'll have some information which is fed to you, so that then it will allow you to be able to react quickly. So thank you for that.
No, it's
The next question is this is mainly about giveaways, right? What made you successful at leading the programs? So you have come from a project management background, right?
yeah,
And again, so what are the things that made you successful in delivering the programs as a program manager?
sure, Saif. That's it's very, I mean, very good question. So if you want to again pick up the top three again, collaboration is the top one, I would say. So collaboration, positive attitude, promoting the performance. So if I pick the collaboration, use the effective tools for your communication and collaboration, I would say. So that's very important. So tools like what we're using, Teams, and again, emails, whatever tools available in your organization, that's very important. Then centralized program management. So we discussed in the past to create separate project plans for each project. That's fine, but you need to have a master program plan to see a one page or dashboard for your program. That's very important. Then again, defining the interfaces, right? So you have like, again, 5 or 6 projects under one program. And similarly, you will have multiple programs within the organization. You need to have clear view of interrelated issues and dependencies. So managing that is very important.
So
Then
it is across the portfolio then. So then you're going to the next step of not
yeah,
just looking at your program. So you're actually looking at the other programs which might have a knock-on effect because of you, or you have a knock-on effect because of them. So it's the interrelation between the programs. That's a good one.
that's correct. That's correct. Portfolio level, absolutely,
Yeah, the portfolio.
absolutely. So again, that will help you to align the schedules, right? Within, and even the other program managers or portfolio managers will be able to manage. Then again, collaboration include joint change control, right? Some other program or projects might need one of the change which is critical for them, the same as in your program. So you
Yeah,
need to
yeah.
manage jointly the changes. Risk management and managing resources, that's another area. Again, you need to think in a program level, and that would help the organization to manage risk at one place. Moving to the second area, so positive attitude, right? So that's very important. As a program manager, you can react to an issue in several ways, right? Say in a cool and calm manner, how you will manage that. That will be reflecting in your teams as well, right? So pick up the positive always and keep your calm and cool to manage the resources,
That's a good
especially in
one.
the
Yeah.
people management, right? That's very important. So the last one is promoting the performance. That's very high level. Again, you have to be a role model for your team. So make sure you are performing your tasks in a well-managed way. Create the right environment for your team, right? For them to work, you need to have the right environment, right tools, so that they will be able to work without any dependencies. Again, planning, tracking, and preparation, that's important for all the projects, but that's very important. Team building and team building activities, that's important. Um, so that will help the team to work together in a collaborative way.
I think that is something of a challenge on its own because of the situation right now, right? Because of COVID.
Yes, yes,
So I
absolutely.
mean, it's very important for I think some teams really blend in when you do team building activities, which means you can look at the other side of the team, and then they slow again when they come back into the job, so they're actually they're more focused and more you can see bigger commitment from them.
Absolutely, absolutely. Another area is empowering. I mean, we have discussed this. Again,
We
empower
discussed,
your
yeah.
team, delegate and empower. So they will have more productivity. I've seen in my projects and programs, you can expect like at least 30 to 40% more productivity if you empower the team and delegate appropriately. Again, encourage competition, right, within the team. That's a good. I would say it's a positive. I mean, there are like negative ways, but encourage the competition in a positive way. Celebrate your successes, even if it's small. Make sure you celebrate. That will encourage the team and encourage the learning. So, learning environment is very important. I mean, whatever the team is doing, that's fine, but they should have a learning platform so that they can learn future technologies and they can learn much more wider technologies perspective. Those are all the points I would say.
I think I just want to pick up one more thing which you just mentioned when you're promoting the performance about, especially when you're celebrating success.
Mm,
Celebrating success, it is such a simple thing. So I mean, generally, as a program manager, you'll be very, very happy when the project becomes successful. But
yeah.
again, as a program manager, there are other things. For example, a simple task in one of the project. If there was a again, as long as the task gets completed in time, and then you just go and appreciate that person that thank you for completing the task and thank you for putting an extra effort and getting this in the deadline. It is so easy to say, but so
Mm,
much is missed out by so many leaders or so many managers. Again, just that gives because you're not awarding anything. It's not physical. It's you're not giving any gift or anything. It's
yeah,
just giving that appreciation will actually make them or lighten up their day, right?
absolutely, absolutely agree with
That
that.
is that is. I think that's a good one, Saj. Again, so uh, there are so many good things which you have talked in this. Okay, finally, again, so we talked about, so we moved on from, so we talked about the challenges, so you overcome them. And then we talked about your lessons, what you have learned through your program management. And you also mentioned about how you have successfully delivered or led programs in your experience.
Yeah.
Now, finally, again, as an inspiration, so for example, if there are project managers or even business analysts or anyone who's out there
Mm,
or becoming or program leads who want to then become program managers. Okay, so they want to become into the grow into that program manager role. How do you think what should be the approach for those project managers, senior project managers, so that they can get to a program manager?
yeah, no, that's a good one, Safe. No, I mean, again, there are multiple areas which you can look up to. Again, certification, one of the areas which get the program management certification. You will be learning a lot as part of the certification process, right? You'll be learning various aspects of program management and what are the steps you need to follow, and that would be the first step, I would say. Then another step would be to working closely with program managers and a similar capacity, right? So that will give you a better visibility on what is program management, how the duties are, uh, executed, right? Then that's sort of shadowing, I would say, shadow the program managers or similar
I think
capacity.
that's when again, so you're trying to find a mentor, right? So
Mm,
you're
mm.
finding your own mentor who can help you to
Ab-
achieve that stage, right? Again, it's going to be it should be a well balanced act where the program managers should really be looking for help or wanted to help, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. That's a very good valid point. Finally, again, reading program management articles, watching program management related broadcast. That will give you, I mean, several types of inputs, including best practices and lessons learned and various other areas. Uh, those are the points which definitely get you to get up the
Um,
ladder.
Certifications. I mean, is there any specific certification you recommend, or is it? I mean,
There are recognized program management certification, for example, MSP. That is, I mean, there are different providers, but industry standard certifications, including PGMP, that is from PMI, Project Management Institute.
Okay.
MSP is another one. So I would say those are all the.
And again, if people are interested in the lean methodologies, then they've got a safe lean program management as well. So depending on the industry or the framework they're using.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, I think that's all the questions we have, which we have for this episode. Any final words from yourself as a program manager?
No, I mean that's an excellent set of questions, Safe. Thanks for thanks for the session. That would really will give other people in the industry, right, who want to become a program manager or what's happening in the program management areas. It'll give you a good insight. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Saj. Again, thank you, Prof, for providing all the insights, and thank you very much for joining the session today.
No worries. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.